Hi everyone, welcome back to my home. The Journey of the Fool continues today, and we will be meeting cards 10, 11, and 12 of the Major Arcana. After learning the necessity of introspection and meditation, the Fool realizes that much of life is random and unpredictable. Card 10, the Wheel of Fortune, teaches him karma and the workings of fate. When the Wheel of Fortune appears, it usually brings rapid change that offers new opportunities to improve your life, and oftentimes it indicates that you are entering a new cycle that involves a fortunate set of circumstances for continuing progress. The Wheel of Fortune is also showing us that life is full of ups and downs, and that we need to handle these situations with grace, but not passivity. We hold the power to stay on the upside of the wheel. Usually the changes the wheel brings are positive changes. So in my deck, it looks like this. But it is a natural wheel that is spun, in a lot of other decks, there's always obviously a wheel going in it. Another one of my decks, there's like an old woman spinning it. You can call her fate. But it always is indicating that it's a cycle. There's a lot of cycles involved if you haven't gotten that yet. For instance, like since it's a cycle from zero with the Fool all the way to the World, it is all ever spinning and ever going. And the Wheel of Fortune is just saying that those fates are turning. There's a certain justice in the structure of life that brings the need for balance to the otherwise randomness of the universe. The Justice card reinforces karma, and it teaches the Fool that his actions do have consequences that he must be held accountable for. When justice appears, you probably have some factors to weigh to come to a reasonable and thoughtful decision. It's a card of balance, and we must examine all of the viewpoints before making a moral choice. Justice could also very much mean that some type of legal proceedings are coming, or that if someone has wronged you, they may apologize soon. So justice always has scales, balancing those different viewpoints, and a sword. Swords, we'll get into this later too, but swords are representative of knowledge, air. They're used to cut through to truths. So that is what justice is kind of representing here. Like, you need to use that sword and that wisdom to cut through any kind of truth of the matter, to kind of put your own feelings aside, see things from both perspectives, or the multiple perspectives that any kind of situation might be holding, to really see the truth of the matter and make a well-rounded decision. While seeking balance from others' perspectives, the Fool then comes to appreciate the need to let go. The Hanged Man is suspended by one leg and hangs upside down as he contemplates the universe. He brings a time to pause and suspend your activity, to surrender for a moment, to reevaluate your goals and your priorities. The Hanged Man is a card that often appears at a turning point at which you should stop and assess a situation, or even look towards a new way of how to approach life. He could also indicate a time when you might feel suspended while a decision is being made, such as like you're waiting to hear back from like a job application or application to college, or maybe you applied for a grant. You feel suspended in that moment of time, like just waiting for that decision to be made. Or you might be the one who is undecided, and you need to take a minute to sit back and reevaluate, to take a minute to consider your options. In this deck, it is a tiger that is representing the Hanged Man. One thing that I thought was real fun when I started reading tarot, he's being hung upside down, but it's almost voluntary. He's never looks like angry or sad, like he is suspending himself, just as he positively reevaluates life. Like he's just taking it all in. He's like looking for a news perspective upside down. So it's not something that it's not something that makes you feel trapped. It's just you need to take a moment to reevaluate what's going on and just to hang out. You just need to hang out for a minute before you make any kind of decision. Or you might be waiting on a decision. Just hang out and chill for a second and reevaluate. That was a quickie. I feel like I'm speeding up through this a little bit, kind of just giving the gist of everything. Just the major arcana is a lot to go over, but I did want to make sure I touched on all of them because they are all very important cards. In spreads, the major arcana typically is representing like huge life events rather than like the minor arcana or the pip cards going through just everyday life events. So these were really important. And when a lot of major arcana cards pop up in a spread, like there's a lot to be said from that spread. So just tralavanting right along with all of it. Next week we'll go over cards 13, 14, and 15. So yeah, stay tuned.